Hi and welcome to Warframe update 14.5. Yes, that does say Operation. So does that mean there's an event going on? No. But it does come with some pretty good stuff. Of course, in this there is the new weapons. There is the Ice Ray. I think that's the Ice Ray. Yeah, that's a primary. The secondary, which I've heard a lot of things about, but nobody's really sure. I mean, come on, it's 17 minutes old. And of course, the tundras did make it in. Lots of people wondering, is this going to make it in? Is it not going to make it in? It actually made it in. That's pretty cool. Looks like there's a Sandana as well. That looks very familiar to the one we got for the rescue missions. And there's some, Lotus colour palette. An Eximus colour palette. And of course, the biggie. These will be the... Oh, you actually buy them with... Ooh. Don't know if I need them or not. I should have looked into that a bit more. The customization for the Kubro. Then you've got... Looks like special ones, which you'll have to end up buying with platinum. They could be a bit of a pain. Not really sure. We'll head there next. And in case you're wondering why this video, even though it says 17 minutes, it was actually a lot later than that. It's because I've got to wait for Meowface here to finish his, I wouldn't say incubation, I'm making imprints. So that is the reason this video was actually a little bit later than I was hoping for. Quick swap of the Kubros here, because the other one already had the Lotus face, and it's under, is it genetic tools or breeding? No, it was under that, the first one. Consign, what does this mean? Oh, no! So they have added in the option of getting rid of your Kubro by consign waster, and that basically the Lotus will take care of the Kubro for you. So that is a way of basically getting rid of the Kubros. It's an under breeding, genetic tool, or stasis, weirdly enough. Must be in here. Under appearance, and there it is. You can put the badges on like before. You can change the patterns. I'm assuming you've got to buy them. But you can change the base colours. Ours was already grey. Oh, the white's not here, but you can make them black. And this is obviously the colour palette thing we bought for 100,000 earlier. That's the underwork bit, and this must be the stripes. So we'll change this. Oh my god. So it actually looks like there's just the two, and you've got to buy them with platinum. It's weird they don't come up in the marketplace, to be honest. There's a gene masking kit, which makes it look pretty cool actually. And then there's a spotted one. Yep, molted fur pattern. And that one must be... Come on. Loaded. And it actually comes with 3 special colours as well. So if you want a purple one, you've got to buy that colour palette, and same with them 3 over there. So you can't actually buy the Lotus one. That was weird. But to get them, it's under equipment, and they're in there at 50 platinum each. I do like the fact the colour palette was only 100,000 credits, not platinum though. And I kind of like the black with blackness. Or the black undercarriage as well. That looks pretty cool. Actually, I don't know. Ah, no, the stripes. No, I want to keep them natural, because weirdly that blue isn't here. It's grey, but they were blue, and the blue isn't in this colour palette. The secondary colour was the underneath. And the green, that just looks a bit wrong. I think I'll stick with the natural one, just to give it the black fit. Now, the other changes come with the Warframe. At least, some of them. And of course, we will start with Oberon, which has had an armour buff from 65, and Smite has been overworked. The projectiles have been speeded up, the proc's been done, the hallowed ground has been worked on, so Anybody inside of it will have the stuff taken off. The armor is boosted by up to 20% while standing on the hallowed ground. And I could have sworn, yeah, there it is. Hallowed ground will remove all existing procs. And it does that for enemies that's like the ancients who stand on it with their massive bloody procs. It'll take that off them as well. Renewal has also been worked on, and so has Reckoning. Reckoning looks to be a bit weird, but I do like the fact they've reworked him, so he's a lot better than he used to be. But to be honest, I don't really use Smite that much, which is a shame because Smite looks like it's a lot better than it used to be. Vortex here will now scale with the, this is on Vorban by the way, the Vortex will now scale with the range mod, which I did like because it was never affected by that, which means you could put on, is it narrow-minded? I cannot remember the name of that mod. It increased the duration, but it decreased the range. So I actually have him set up for only using Vortex, not lasting an insane amount of time. Now it is affected by range, so that build will no longer work. One of the better changes I've actually noticed is Absorb with Nyx. Instead of it taking power per second you're in Absorb, it actually goes, it'll take 8 power for every 1000 damage that you absorb. So you can sit in it for quite a while, depending on how much damage you're actually taking. If you're not taking that much, you can sit in it for quite a while actually. And I do like that. It does mean Absorb is going to become a lot more useful, because you would run out of energy otherwise. The weird changes to Nova here come with Molecular Prime, and to rework the XP on her, what they've done is when you start the chain reaction, whoever starts the chain reaction will get the most XP from the kills. So you can cast it, but somebody else can kill them and they'll get the kill basically. Which I kind of like that, but I'm in two minds about. But then again, I haven't used Nova in quite a while, just because she is pretty weak these days. Nice power, but I don't know. I found Mag a lot more useful. I also like the change to Rhino, where Rhino Stomp now has a timer, so you can actually see how long the enemies are going to be in the air for, rather than just hitting it and then if you can't see an enemy and they're stuck somewhere, you can't get to them to kill them, but you also can't see how long until you can do it again, which I wouldn't say that's been a problem in the past, but it's nice to have a timer there for it now. The one I really can't get around has to be Banshee's changes. The sonar, now basically it doesn't show cameras and turrets like it used to before. It was a bit distracting because you would see the red dot but you can't find them. It was a camera or an inactive turret. So it is a little bit better, but at the same time it's nice to know there's a camera there on the radar. So that one's going to show over time whether it's actually useful or not. And then the sonar, it also uses the energy colour to whichever energy colour your frame has. I've got to go over these frames and change the orange to a better orange. That looks red. The orange I used to use looks red. But anyway, the last but not least, the Siren changes. The Uber ability, I can never pronounce the name of properly, can now be cast in mid-air, so you can jump off something to people below and cast it on your way down. So you can be doing damage instead of just falling and then having to wait for it to land and then stand back up and then cast it. So that one I do like, and I haven't used her in a while, but I do like using that ability. She's basically set up for that. So apart from there being an event on that has now been on for about an hour or so because I've had to re-download the game because it kindly corrupted on my hard drive, I think that's about it. And I'm just wondering how many people right there just turned around and went, no it's not, what about the mod system? Yes, there is the mod system as well. They've completely overworked this. The mods themselves look different. The way they pop up looks much better. You've got the common ones that are like a copper colour. The uncommon, which are like I like that colour, like the bluey colour. But I'm not sure if it's meant to be blue or like silver. But I do like that colour. And then you've got the rare ones, which are coming up as a gold colour. and it's still just as easy to navigate. You've got the shortcuts along here. You've got the transmutation and cell there. Fusion, not transmute, that's transmute. You've got fusion, transmute and cell along the top here, and I do like the way they've actually worked it. And I'll put a little picture up on the screen so you know what I'm on about. They've changed where the information is on the actual mods as well, which they literally reworked the whole system and the way the mods look, and they are pretty nice. Also in the description I've put a link to the forum post with all the changes and the fixes. There's way too many fixes to go through. We'll be here forever. But yeah, apart from that, we'll leave that off here for now. Do like the system. I like that blue. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.